Here we are with an estimated 400 player Smoke and Steel League event for you tonight. Our first round is going to be the Dunker Church between the Missouri State Guard and the 12th Virginia, followed up by the West Woods between the 7th Michigan and the 10th United States. Here are the standings for the event as is. The points determine the actual ranking. The ELO ranking is an unofficial ranking based on a math equation that compares everyone to everyone. So again, ELO rank unofficial, the points is the actual ranking. Regiments for tonight are as follows on each side. And the actual server population is 400 on the dot. CSA having 6 more than the Union side initially. Both sides have the option of artillery. CSA taking 6, Union taking 13. So, as a result, the infantry imbalance is going to be 13 in favor of the CSA side. Frontline reporters, Union perspective for tonight. You have seasoning here from the 12th Virginia. And then on the CSA side, you have Soundwave from the 7th Michigan. Appreciate these guys so we can see what's going on the ground while also seeing what is going on in the sky. That you're playing in this match, send me a link to your POV and we can put it in the pinned comment of the video. Anyways, with that all being said, hope you're all having a good, wonderful middle of your week so far. Hopefully this 400-man fight can be great because, my goodness, you don't see it too often here in War of Rights. The Dunker Church map, it was originally a roughly 37% ticket advantage to the attacking Union side. Then, with the ticket balance changes that happened roughly 2 weeks ago at this point, the CSA got a buff in tickets by what looks like the 9%, if I'm doing my math right. Union now only has a 28% ticket advantage compared to before. On top of this, the final push timer, that's the final morale stage of the attacking side. That timer goes from, instead of 244 seconds remaining on the clock, it goes down to 224, so that was decreased by 20 seconds. Union attack has the 28th Pennsylvania with the Springfield 61, and the 72nd Pennsylvania with the option of the Enfield and the Springfield 61. CSA defense has the 2nd South Carolina with the option of the Springfield 61 and the Enfield, and the 30th Virginia with the option of the Enfield, the Springfield 55, and the Springfield 42. Union starting off this match going in the open field. And they're just going in, albeit very spread out. CSA falling back nonetheless. So Union gets what they want. They push up. CSA, though, backing off, having some of their guys already back, getting some nice shots. Union team looks like they're just going straight to the CSA right side of the map, which they barely have anyone on right now. Union's objective on this map is to try and get into the woods. If they can get into the woods, they can cause some chaos. And chaos is always good, especially for an attacker with a ticket advantage. Union gets up to the straight fence. JD here trying to shift with. But it looks like Union's got the numbers. If they just keep going, they should get it. Union already getting a nice shot there. So you can see CSA team starting to shift over. Union bringing their mobile respawns and their flags over to the woods in the back just to make sure they get there. Now what's interesting, the front of this Union line and mix of groups, mostly 51st Alabama, they stop on the snake fence. It's going to give the CSA a chance to loop through the woods here and try to get around the Union left side. 59th New York, 59 NY here with some sussy guys mixed in. All of them are sussy, but mostly 59th is there. They're the first ones to stop there for CSA, but Union, fascinatingly, is just stopping on the snake fence, starting to get down into the woods a little bit. Still on the snake fence, CSA lines reacting. Nearly the whole CSA team has pushed themselves into the wood outside of the few out here. 7th Michigan, Missouri State Guard. Looks like they're just setting themselves out. CSA try to keep themselves maybe a little spread out so that they can shoot in from multiple angles. My apologies there. My keyboard is at a horrible time deciding to unplug. I might need to unplug and replug it in a second, but it might be a little loose. You know, we love keyboards and everything they provide, but at the same time, technology, it's a glorious thing. Alrighty. So, with that all being said, Union side still holding on the snake fence, trying to loop around the CSA right. I mean, they're continuing to push this way, going really far over. You don't see them go over this far that often. I'm surprised it's in bounds all the way over here. And they're almost baiting to see if the CSA will come to them instead of You know, Union having to push into the woods. Maybe that's the idea with this. I mean, you can see the CSA flags moving in. Fascinatingly, for our second round of today, the West Woods. That map up here, that's going to be our second round for today. So not too far of a fight for the second round compared to the first. Union starting to move into the woods. 12th VA. Charge of this Union team for this round. Going into the woods, taking shots and falling back out. That's something important to note as well. The Missouri State Guard, they picked this map. The 12th Virginia picked the Union side. So Missouri State Guard leading CSA. That's how that kind of all came to be. And with the ticket balance changes that happened 2 weeks ago at this point, it has made a lot of this event especially very particular, because one side chooses the map, the other side chooses the side. And so it just makes it fascinating, because if the game's balance is completely overhauled, a lot of the maps were changed in a very extreme manner. You know, these regimental leaders, they kind of have to guess, in a sense. Like, oh, is this map good? Who knows? Because, for example, Cook's Countercharge, a historical CSA bias map, we saw that the first match after the ticket balance changes 2 weeks ago. And the CSA side got completely blown out on that map. Now, the Union team did play better. They did earn that win. But regardless of what the CSA side did, they couldn't get a ticket gang, even when they charged the Union and won charges as well. So, you know, it throws a little twist into this event especially. But nonetheless, you have to survive, figure things out on the fly, and who knows, maybe play some pubs. Not that the pubs are the decider of everything. So, CSA team still kind of spread out. Now, Union right now in this shootout is losing. I mean, obviously they had to charge across a wide open field, taking a lot of casualties on the way. And that's probably why they're so far down on tickets right now. But, I mean, this shootout, it's not necessarily making it closer now. I'll keep a little more tabs on that, although you watching this can probably rewind a few minutes and see how the shootout has gone if you care. But, I mean, if Union wants to make this a shootout, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I hear a load and hold there. Thank you, old Jubilee. I think he's the one to say that anyways, but the officers in this event, they have a Steam chat so they can communicate with each other instantaneously. Meaning, we won't be able to hear any of the strategy that the officers have in mind. Union down a fourth of a stage, though. I mean, the nice part for the Union side is, I mean, the CSA team is very spread out. If Union was able to punch through at one of these areas, they could try to defeat CSA in detail. Union lines really pushing towards the center. 8th Ohio charging, though.
Quick shots. Hold your fire. I was already in melee and I pressed melee again.
Maybe a distraction. Here comes some more. 12th VA server struggling, but here comes the Union team.
On a log, goddammit.
Just stab me in the ass!
First rock. Northeast regulars, northeast.
Come here, dumbass! Yeah, you sit down. Sit down, bitch. Sit down. Come here, sit down.
Here, blue belly. Yeah, lay in the dirt.
Ah! Don't hurt me! I'm a friendly. I'm seeing straight down!
You can see kind of chaos in the woods here. Very hard to tell what's going on. It looks like Union punched forward the CSA right side, pushed to where Union flags are holding. Really good job on their part. Sussex Brigade and 23rd New York here. Like that a lot. Looks like there is one flag down in the woods. A Union flag, it looks like. And so Union going to be losing 3 of those flags there, although one brave lad going to go in and try to pick it up. Pioletti. Look at that. He can either try to run out of bounds to make it a 30-second despawn timer. Probably trying to run that way first and then realize that none of his friendlies are there and he goes down. Unfortunate. So, CSA does a very good job holding right. I mean, obviously we didn't see from the overview perspective. Kind of saw the melee in the woods, which again, chaos as it was, it's hard enough to see what's going on up here. Imagine what it's like down there. But Union side, they punched forward here into a CSA team. The CSA right collapsed in, And, I mean, in the end, CSA was able to hold that charge. Union hits engage, but if you look at the ticket gap, it is a little closer than what we saw before. So, probably, if anything, a good charge for the Union side. Because, you know, that's kind of, that can be the tricky thing at times is, you know, the attackers have the ticket advantage. You know, tickets are all that matter in the end. You know, you could lose every single charge that you go into, but if you're winning on tickets, that's all that matters. So, the tickets, the tickets, the tickets. We love the tickets, don't we? What a fascinating thing. Artillery on both sides. I mean, we saw a nice artillery shot from Union earlier, but you got CSA gunners right here. The one battery that they have. Union's got a battery up front, which it looks like they've tried rolling the guns more towards the center of the map. Then you have a second Union battery in the back of the map as well. Again, looking at the server pop right, CSA now only up by 2 on a fully 400-man server now. Union still having 14 on artillery, CSA 6. So, I mean, infantry imbalance of 10, which 10 men isn't the greatest imbalance. Usually it's about 15 man imbalance where it's too much to overcome, especially on a 400 pop where 10 men isn't as huge of an imbalance as before. But every man can count. I mean, that's an additional 10 shots CSA can get off in a charge. So, Union team formed up, pushing center now. 10th US in front with 7th Ohio. Mind you, the point is on the Dunker Church, or in front of it, I should say. Nice shot there. But here they go. CSA team very spread out. Union just punching center.
Fast battery hook right.
Union really spreading out. Even charges over there. CSA reinforcements starting to plug the gap in the center. Charge on the right side, favoring the CSA defense. Actually, yeah, they should edge that out. Union doing what they did before, just kind of punch straight through. I mean, they have a line in the woods right now. I think CSA, at least Red, knows they're there.
Wipe these suckers out! Wipe them out!
About face. Kill this random guy.
Mr. Officer, sorry, you need an eye,
Beat
sir.
this guy up.
Alright,
Nice.
on arch, let's go.
Here's not very close to stay war team.
This way, at night. This way.
And so that group will get wiped in the end. Union looks like they didn't bring any of their flags up. So that charge wasn't going to last long anyways, at least favoring Union. Just because, you know, when you're trying to charge, you got to bring the flags up with you. Although, why are there... Oh, one of them's a stick. I was like, why is there only 2 flags? Only 1 Union flag's down, but it's a stick.
This has been a pretty fun match for sure so far.
It's been a good match to watch, too. I agree with the opinion of the man down there who's...
I'm saying I don't mind if we win or lose. You just want it to be bad. You want to have a bad time. I can make that happen.
Sorry, you're very close to level 6, 7. I believe in you. Tickets, though, again, tickets are all that matter, really. And tickets are getting closer. I mean, CSA was up by a 1/4 of a stage, kind of throughout the initial push that Union side did. Now it's, you know, getting fairly even on tickets. So good, you know, that's good for the Union side. They should really just keep up what they're doing here. CSA side has been able to win the charges. Now, the first charge was much more of an oppressive win just because Union had their flags up in the fight, unlike this time. But CSA generally is a defense, right? You start the round, you spread out across the whole field. You don't know where the attacking side's going to go, so you need to cover all your sides, right? You don't want to fully have your team, CSA, form up on this side of the map, and then the Union side push this side of the map. And that's the reason why you spread out as a defender, which we've seen the CSA do throughout this match already, and you can see they're kind of doing it again. Understandably, too, right? Because things have kind of reset. It's like it's the start of the match again. Union's moving out from spawn. They're getting set up here, at least getting a shootout for now. But CSA maybe needing to react a little quicker, which again, when you're so spread out, can be difficult, but Union's been able to slowly claw their way back in the tickets and the charging, and maybe Union's just doing it better, but CSA being spread out and Union kind of hitting a spread out CSA, albeit Union's not going it together, but much more together than the CSA side. It can definitely favor the Union team. So what's interesting though is most of the CSA team has decided to sit on the CSA left. The one side, the Union side, has not decided to charge this game. They've charged the CSA right, they've charged the center, they have not charged the left. Now historically the Union team likes to charge this side. They like to push up to that snake fence in the center of your screen, move down the snake fence and get into the woods, but Union has not done that yet today. Very well could at any given point, but alas, for now, it just looks like they're getting into a shootout. Union doing fairly good on time, so they can afford the shootout.
The infection is spreading.
Potentially thinking this shootout can help them. Union Battery gets a nice little barrage, although they hit nobody. So, I mean, we'll see. The thing is, too, right, is CSA side's holding pretty far away from the Union side in the woods, and it's just going to be difficult for Union to get CSA down, at least consistently over a period of time through this, I think. So I'm surprised they're not just charging again, because that's kind of clawed them back into the match a little bit. Not that they were out of it originally. Anyways, CSA defensive line, you got the 1st Delaware with Jackson's division on this CSA left, holding behind. You got the rest of Sussy Brigade, mostly 59th New York there. To the right of all this, you got the 23rd New York. The Real White Boys, depending on who you ask, in honor of Gamer tonight, had to lead his regiment tonight. Why he's not commentating. Corded, assumingly helping out 2 Corps as well. 7th Michigan holding center of the CSA team behind the artillery, and right as this happens, Union's pushing up the defense of the CSA right initially. You got the Free States Brigade shifting, TKOs in center. They just volleyed, and then Colquitt's Brigade on the extreme CSA right. Union pushing up this side. I'm surprised they're just stopping in the field. I mean, I shot a couple, but yeah, you can see the CSA team already starting to react a little bit. I don't know why you're stopping in the field here, 10th US. You're not going to hit a whole lot from there, and you're giving more CSA time to react. Union just needs to get as many bodies into the woods before CSA can show up. Here we go, a little charge in the bushes. CSA team just starting to arrive here. CSA kind of got a surrounding position on the Union here.
Front and left. Counter charge. Oh, it's main packs. It's main packs. Load fire.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
And it looks like that charge pretty much squashed out again. CSA up by a 4th. But something that we can only see now, Union didn't bring their flags up, and it looks like they're trying to push the CSA left. Ballsy play by the Union side here. I like it a lot. You know, on these higher pops, when the defenders can defend the whole width of the map, you need to deceive the defenders in order to get around them and outflank, and Union not bringing their flags up, getting most of the CSA team to push into the woods to defend, and then Union charging this side with the flags. So far, has given them a chance here to get some ground. 7th Michigan, though, here to stop it, although they're a little outnumbered at this point.
Fix the line.
Once you get your load, independent fire right in front. Once you get your load, independent fire right in front.
Saw a strategy like this on Garland's stand a while ago. It doesn't get drawn out too much. What makes this more brilliant from the Union side as well, a little charge in the center there, is that Union charged 2 times without doing this. And so CSA is probably under the assumption that they're gonna do the same thing a 3rd time. And Union's just gonna run right past 7th Michigan, hugging the out of bounds of the map, slipping all 4 flags through, and they are behind the CSA team in the woods. This is perfect if you're Union side. But can they capitalize off it? That's going to be the question. It'll be intriguing to see what the CSA defense has in mind for Union pulling a shenanigan like this. I mean, CSA can shut that door to prevent Union from running out if Union wants to retreat. But then Union could just punch straight forward and go into the woods. I mean, either option works. We'll stay up here for a second unless Union decides to go, which looks like they are now. A little surprising they waited a second, but maybe just trying to form up, get behind, and then go in. Here they go.
Die, fucker.
Charlie, don't surf, boys.
Flag down, a bit.
Here comes the second wave.
Good, bitch. Fuckers, eat shit. Fuck you. You did, bitch. You cannot conform. Fuck you. Oh, sorry, Hom, but you deserve it.
A really scattered type of charge there. Union did not really go in together. Instead, trickling forward. Your CSA line barely holds. CSA left about to punch forward, and they should be able to clear Union out if they push them together.
What are you doing?
And here they come.
Boys, let's go.
I'm here to steer your thing, boys.
Holy shit, where are they? Oh my god, they're everywhere. Oh, it hurts. Oh, yeah, take this dip. You like that dip.
Over here on the left, boys. Oh, we are so getting your flags. Look at this guy. He's reloading. He's reloading. That's hilarious.
Union flags trying to get out. You can see them in the distance.
Shaq, no.
Oh, hey, I missed.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
And wow, that did not work out at all for the Union side.
Hold the line, hold the line.
Zigzag. You didn't hit me. You missed, bitch.
So Union loses 2 of their flags, 3, maybe probably 4, but they're out of bounds. So instead of a 5-minute despawn timer, they will be 30 seconds, albeit if they're brought back to the line, who knows. But yeah, the Union side, you know, the push into the woods, great idea, right? They got into the woods with their whole team, and then they just kind of stood there for 45 seconds to a minute 15. I don't know the exact time. But the result of that is allowed CSA reinforcements to move through the woods and get themselves set up so that when Union eventually charged in, CSA was ready, or at least had enough manpower to hold the line and wait for the rest of the reinforcements to show up and collapse in. So Union, honestly, in hindsight's 2020, but they almost should have just hit 7th Michigan right away, defeated them, and then kept going. Because, I mean, Union's been able to get up into the woods 2 or 3 times at this point, and at least 2 of those times, at least the initial push-up the Union did on that side, and the most recent push-up on this side, they got into a position and then just sat there, and it let the CSA side form back up. And, I mean, CSA was able to push Union out. I mean, they've been able to push Union out every single time, and it's kind of been the difference, it seems, in this whole thing. So, Union down by a third of a stage, roughly. And, of course, we'll see what the Union side has in store. I mean, Union's doing good on time. They've dealt enough ticket loss to the CSA side. It's just they're down at this point. And at least if they're the attacker, you can be down tickets just because the bar is a percentage of your team's tickets. So when you start the game, you're at 100%. You're battle ready. When you hit the next morale stage of engage, you're at 75%. You hit taking losses, you're at 50%. You hit breaking, you're 25%. You hit your final stage, you're 0%. So the bar just shows you a proportion of your team's total tickets, not your actual tickets. Because Union starts off with, as we mentioned at the beginning of the round, a roughly 28% ticket advantage. So Union has more tickets overall, And even though their bar might be lower, they still might have more raw tickets just because, again, they have more overall. The bar just shows you a proportion of your team's tickets at any given time. But eventually it can get to a point where it is too much to overcome. And so if the defending side is up by a third to a half morale stage as you get to the end of the match, it gets a little dicey for the attacking side. So, of course, we'll see how it goes. If it's usually a third to a half morale stages, or half morale stage difference, the games at that point either are really close or the defenders can pull it off through tickets alone. Attackers can still win at that point, it's just odds are small. So, Union, at least for now, getting formed back up, continuing the shootout. You'll note all the flags on that side have despawned at this point. So, Union has a flag on the right side. They're getting to a shootout right now. And Union has the other 3 flags on this center left side of the Union line getting into a shootout that usually doesn't go off too well. Now, the charges have been inconsistent for the Union side, which has been kind of the fascinating thing of this whole thing. The first 2 charges worked out well for Union. The at least most recent 2 did not work well. And at least if my memory can serve me right, the difference between the first 2 and the most recent 2 bit charges that have occurred, Union gained on the first 2, and that's because CSA wasn't at least fully together where Union punched in. Like, that first charge, CSA was set up, but they were still pretty spread out, and Union just punched center. CSA seemed much more together, like in the center to hold the third charge Union did, and much more together on this side to hold the Union charge. At least that kind of seems to be the difference, although it can be hard to tell. But nonetheless, Union, I think at this point, if they hit or charge again, they can't hesitate. If they get a position in the foot on woods, they just need to keep going. You can't stop. And, I mean, the 2 times Union has pushed up with their flags, they get into the woods and then they stop. The first charge they did, and the most recent charge they did. So, the 2 charges in between that, they charged without their flags. And usually, if you charge without bringing your flags, you're either trying to deceive your opponent by moving the flags to a different location, like we just saw most recently, or you're just trying to deal a ticket loss. If you bring your flags up with you, usually it means you're trying to take ground. It's like you're watching a Burnside's bridge map where the Union can only cross a bridge to get to the defending side of the map. Union usually doesn't charge with their flags because they don't want to lose them on that side of the river. But it's also, right, Union doesn't, I mean, they would like to take the ground, but it's just unlikely. I guess that example I just brought up kind of didn't make sense. But even with that in mind, Union charging across without the flags on Burnside's bridge, they're just trying to deal ticket loss. And then if they can hold the ground, they'll maybe bring the flags across. So, we'll see. I take a gap, though. Looks like it's clawing a bit closer, all things considered. It's a little better than what it was a few minutes ago. So Union might keep this up. Again, they're doing phenomenal on time. They can capture the point in the center here whenever they want. However, if the defenders hit breaking, they can instantly win upon capturing the point. Anytime before that, if they capture now, they'd have to hold it for a certain amount of time.
Think about your mother and your father.
Pull it back, boys.
And the man said, what are you talking about? Have you ever taken a drink of liquor? And she says, no, I haven't. He says, well, then don't say nothing until you do.
Hey,
She says,
boys, this line looks like shit. Dress it up for me.
Can I try something? So she says, what do women normally drink? And the man says, gin. She says, okay, get me a gin, but put it in a plastic cup so nobody can tell. So the man walks into the bar and goes up to the bartender. He says, I'll have a pint and a double shot of gin in a plastic cup. The bartender says, is that bloody nun outside again?
I did not catch all that.
Yeah, crickets, never mind. It's all good. Yeah, y'all couldn't hear me.
I hope somebody can appreciate.
Duck walked up to the lemonade.
It's a day.
I unfortunately missed that as well. I apologize dearly. It was a good effort story nonetheless. I can appreciate it. The chatter in this game, it's a beautiful thing at times.
Oh, okay, okay. You're no fun. How am I supposed to wave it? Don't in a place you can wave the flags on an elevated position.
So as CSA is hiding up in the woods, Union team, on the other hand, has spread out across the map. They've inched forward, especially on the Union right side, and they're actually on point right now. So 7th Ohio here capping with AVC behind. Now, they can capture at any point, right? Before breaking, though, a CSA being in breaking, Union has to hold it for a certain period of time. And since the CSA isn't taking losses, it's going to be a 7-minute counterattack. Black Timer's going to stop. Gold Timer will be... Nice shot, by the way. But Black Timer stops. Gold Timer begins at 7 minutes. Since CSA isn't taking losses, if the Gold Timer hits 0, with the Union having more bodies on point, they'll win the game instantly. CSA, though, has time to retake. Although, as I describe all that, 7th Ohio leaves the point, and now it's not happening. Oh, they're going up again. So they could just be trying to bait the CSA out, which if I'm CSA, I'm not pushing out yet. I almost let Union take this. Because here's the thing, right? Again, I'm not going to repeat that. But, yeah, you can see on the timer now all those things I described a moment ago. But Union right now, by doing this, is trying to force the CSA team to leave the woods to cause an engagement to bring everyone's tickets down. Now, you can see only part of the Union team is up on point. The rest of the Union team's holding back, which is a good idea on Union. Because CSA is going to have to force, or be forced anyways, to go out onto the point. And Union can just shred them. Through shooting alone. And it also keeps distance, because the interesting part about the counterattack... Nice, Union already shot. I think the team killed there. But the Union team is considered the defending team at this point. CSA is the attacking team. The roles flip, since CSA is now counterattacking. It doesn't show up on the broadcast anyways, but it does show up on the timer. I can briefly remove the scoreboard. You can see it says counterattacking underneath the CSA thing. But the roles are flipped. If CSA can now force Union into their defender final stage of last stand or retake point, they could win the game. Like it's a complex little funny mechanics, but you have to be aggressive and you have to be fast and you have to charge a lot. And since the Union team has put so much distance between themselves and the CSA side, you know, it's unlikely CSA pushes them in the last stand in the remaining 5 minutes and 40 seconds of this, although you never know. So CSA team not pushing for the point right away, instead pushing out on their left side. Real fascinating stuff. I mean, CSA doesn't have anyone moving to point right now. The closest large-sized regiment near the point is Jackson Division, and they're moving up to assist on the left side. This is a fascinating move by Missouri State Guard, again leading the CSA side. 7th Michigan going out with 23rd New York. Starting to use the bushes to take shots, but I don't get this action by the CSA side. Because generally during a counterattack, you want to do one of two things. You either want to retake the point quickly as a defender, which is what you want to do in most cases. Because as a defender, you have one of two jobs. Either to win on the ticket battle, which CSA, you know, they kind of have been this entire match, but for the most part, things are even like they are right now. And then the other job of the CSA, if they can't do that, is to win by letting that clock go down to 0. Now, you can either let it naturally tick down from where it is now to 0, or you can knock the attackers to final push, move the clock down to a few minutes, and then go from there. But usually the final push, knocking the timer down, that's if you're winning on tickets. They're not, though. So naturally letting that black timer tick down to 0 is the most important thing. And so right now the CSA is just giving Union free time to shoot the CSA down. And I mean, you can see CSA has lost a good amount of tickets. Now when CSA retakes, if they do retake, they'll regain up to the amount of tickets that Union's at. Since they're down on tickets. If they were up, nothing would change, but that's besides the point. I don't know why CSA is letting this happen, though. Because I get Union's just trying to bring CSA tickets down by doing this, and they have done that successfully. But the point was wide open, so little fascinating. Because now if CSA retakes, both sides are basically going to be in breaking. Which I guess that would be inevitability at that point, but it would be better for the CSA if there was, 10 minutes on the clock when they hit breaking versus 13. Anyways, TKO pushing out on 10th US to join 7th Ohio and ABC. Decoys is just going on the field with a pistol like a mad lad. And Union's going to get pushed off that. CSA is going to cap the point back. They're slightly down on tickets, so they'll regain some. And the black timer should continue. But again, good job on Union, right? Beautiful early cap there. Union just gave themselves an additional, 4.5 minutes to bring everyone down, about a fourth of a morale stage, which at this point in the game, especially if Union wants to make it a shootout, this can be real good for them. Real good. So they retake. CSA regains a little tickets, goes from breaking to taking losses, although both sides will probably hit it shortly. You can see CSA instantly falling back into the woods as they would. They're not going to be able to fall back so far, though, because at this point, with CSA about to hit breaking, once they're in breaking, if Union captures that point, they'll win. So Union can play this either one of two ways. They can either just charge it out right away, send their whole team up to try to take the point, and have a glorious charge. Now, it's a bit of a gamble, right? It can either go really, really well or really, really poorly. Because these charges have been split. CSA's won about half of them in tickets. The other half of the charges have favored Union in tickets. So it's kind of a 50-50 there. And if Union goes down tickets, especially a considerable amount, a third to a half morale stage, which a half morale stage difference at this point is unlikely. A third, maybe. But if Union gets down a significant amount of tickets, then that could be very bad for them, especially late into the match. So Union could just do what they just did a moment ago, is send it like 7th Ohio, ABC, 10th US up, and just try to capture that point and force the CSA out and start a shootout to bring both sides down. You have a little under 12 minutes to do so. It's plenty of time left. I mean, it took, 4 minutes to hit both sides down a fourth of a stage, roughly? And so, I mean, definitely not enough time to do it for the rest of the match, but if you can bring both sides down to, like, a half morale stage through breaking, not that bad with a few minutes left. Because then the differences in tickets that can happen from a charge will not be as impactful. So, 8th Ohio, 7th Ohio pushing up on the point. CSA has to respond, and they're going to have to expose themselves to do so. Union already needs to hit that. That was over. So CSA needs to be on it a little bit. The moment they push Union off, they need to back away. 51st Alabama in front.
Shoot them while they run. Shoot them while they run.
Shoot those rebels. Come on.
And you can see about when the Union got shot off, they instantly fell back.
I can't see the smoke.
So again, they're just trying to preserve their tickets and bring down the timer. Now, obviously, during that counterattack where both sides were brought down a fourth of a stage in about 4 minutes, the CSA was out on the field fighting the whole time. They're not doing that this time. CSA was about out there for a minute compared to what we saw before. So, I think Union could try it 1 or 2 more times. Probably one more time. And if it doesn't work, they're probably going to have to push forward with their whole team. Just because they won't have the time to bring the CSA down at this rate. Although maybe they could. You never know, but it's just what I'm thinking anyways. We'll see, though. 7th Ohio with 8th Ohio pushing up again. I mean, what's fascinating about this whole thing is you got Union guys pushed up on the right side of the map. 9th Louisiana, big numbers from them there in the snake fence. 12th VA on the right side. I mean, this nipple position here, it's kind of hard to see what the snake fence is destroyed on the right side, but the snake fence goes like this. So that nipple position usually very good for the Union side. They really like to take that position. And maybe they're setting themselves up so the rest of the team can run up there when they want to. Union and breaking. Now, the thing for the Union side is they have to be, I think they might be able to capture it from this side of the straight fence, the left side. But they for sure got to put someone on the right side to be capturing it. Like, the point's going down due to natural decay right now. I mean, Union's sending a couple guys up. 7th Ohio's trying. couple of them getting shot as they go. But they're starting to take it. CSA is going to have to go out any second now. Again, probably wait until the last possible moment to push out just so, again, they can kill a couple more seconds off the clock. Which, again, right, imagine if CSA would have retaken that point, you know, a minute or two sooner. There'd be 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes on the clock versus 8.5 minutes. So CSA pushing out into the woods, 51st Alabama about to take the brunt of it. They run away. 12th PA is leaving the woods in the far side of your screen. Union wants to force this. Is the rest of the team charging in the center? Yes, but very late.
It's the chainsaw guy. Get him!
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Dad.
Although that Union center will get up there, even though joining that little really late. CSA only came out a little independently there, and this is going to help Union. CSA left collapsing in. Sushi Brigade on that side, but Union's going to punch to hit CSA's right side. Exactly what you do if you're Union here. Defeat in detail. There's Union charging across the open field in the distance.
CSA run! CSA
I am not a retard.
Make sure you're on point. Make sure
You're a blue belly.
Right here, right here, right here.
So, in the end, that charge will be won by the Union side. CSA won the charge. But did they win? No. Look at the tickets. Union's up by so much. CSA very close to last stand. Huge charge for the Union side there. Now, at this point, CSA's got a choice. They can either sit back in the woods and hide and wait for Union to form back up and go again and hit them in the last stand and wipe a good amount of them. Or they can try to push out, get Union flags down maybe, and try to bring them down the final push. Which it looks like they're going to start pushing out. Union already hits a nice shot in the distance. A little air burst there. Another nice shot in the distance.
Don't go to them. Make them come to us.
The CSA guys that are charging over independently, they got to do that together. You can't go one by one here. You're dying and skirmishing out of line. That's just going to kill your tickets even further. So, CSA bringing up the rest of their team. They can't trickle across like this. CSA is making a mistake doing this. Get what they're trying to do.
Here they come, here they come. Flags back here, flags back here, flags.
So CSA, it's last stand. If they die, they don't come back. Union main spawn's about to get here.
Hold the charge, hold the charge, hold the charge, hold them brace, hold them brace.
Stick together, shoulder to shoulder.
Hold the line. Watch friendlies, boys.
That's a bit, yeah.
Oh shit. One to the right, left to right. Hold the line, baby. Hold the line.
CSA pull back! CSA pull back! CSA pull back! CSA pull back!
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Get him, Corner.
See, just shoot him. It's easier.
Get down, Mr. President.
Pull him up.
The chainsaw's back.
Sit to the right, let's go.
The Union's final push clock goes down by about a minute. That's why you want to hit the attackers down, because it can lower that clock. Although CSA hit last stand way too early. No more main spawns for them. The rest of the CSA team on point right now. And Union should be able to pull this off in due time.
We can hold them, boys! We can hold them!
Hold them here.
We can hold them!
Bryce, 2 steps off. 2 steps off.
Watch north.
Oh, no.
Little jump scare there. Oh! Nice arty shot.
Still alive.
Yes, I let him in. Oh, JD has guys in the church.
You're also in the church, dude. Get out. Oh, get out.
Oh, hello.
Listen here. Get out of the building.
But yeah, a real fascinating round. That was a good watch. A lot of charging. I can't complain with that. But it went back and forth throughout the match a lot. Union they were very hesitant, especially when they got a foothold in the woods. That let the CSA side react eventually, especially when Union had huge advantages to defeat in detail. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter in the end. Going back and forth, Union does the bait cap to force the CSA out, kind of shoots it out, then eventually charges in when CSA is forced down to the center of the open area there. That went real well for the Union side. I mean, CSA got defeated in detail there, for sure. And I mean, Union team just went right in. And so, beautiful thing. Union at CSA in the last stand after getting a huge ticket lead, and then outright takes it. A pretty convincing win to start our first round here. And with that all being said, we'll see you shortly for the second round.
I fucking love
And
this
here we
map.
are with the start of our second round. Before we get into this, thank you to our YouTube members for your support. Your support is greatly appreciated. So, forgot to mention this at the end of the previous round, but congrats to the 12th Virginia for winning the last round as the Union side. And now on to our second map. So, it is the West Woods. The server population to start our round is going to be 384. Numbers are dead even right now in terms of artillery. There is no artillery. So the infantry imbalance of 0 is what it will be, which is a beautiful thing to see. Union attack has the 7th Michigan with the Springfield 55 and the Springfield 61, and the 72nd Pennsylvania with the option of the Springfield 61 and the Enfield. The CSA defense, on the other hand, has the 1st North Carolina Sharpshooters with the option of the Springfield 55, Enfield, Whitworth, and the NCOs have the scopes on those, and the 3rd South Carolina with the option of the Enfield and the Springfield 61. As a note for the leading regiments of this map, the 7th Michigan picked the map, and the 10th United States picked the Union side. So the 7th Michigan CSA side, we'll see how it goes. Ticket advantage on this map is to the attacking Union side at 14% advantage. Now the devs did not adjust this ticket imbalance. Instead, they changed the final push timer from 152 seconds to 132. So, Union having 20 less seconds on that. Both sides for now just getting into a shootout. It should be a good one. CSA defensive line really clumped up here. You'll note that both sides are fighting to the north side of the point. Usually fighting happens on this side of the map. That's the side Union team has always liked to push from historically, although this is a woods, so, can kind of go wherever they want. But usually they don't push the center just because Union, you push center, you could go on point, you could early cap it by accident. Not that early capping is a bad thing. Sometimes it can be, and that's what you don't want to do. So, if you like the woods from last round, my goodness, you're going to get a lot of it this round. CSA defensive line on the left side, it's kind of a ball of everyone, but you got 7th Ohio, 7th Michigan, Free States Brigade. I see some Jackson's Division in there with 23rd New York. Shifting to the right side of this line, you got the Colquitt's Brigade, and it looks like Sussex Brigade. Union opposite side of this in the shootout. Union left, you have Jason himself, the unkillable and untouchable, by the way. But also, you have 8th Ohio, 51st Ohio, 30th Ohio, so Corn Brigades uniting on the left side. 8th and 30th Ohio part of that. 3rd California as well, although not as many of them. 2 Corps holding the center of the line with the Alabama Volunteer Corps, 10th United States, 12th Virginia, and then 9th Louisiana. So, big shootout to go. Again, the woods kind of make these complete chaos. Usually the shootouts favor the side with the more tickets. Usually that quote goes for those who've watched this channel for a long time. The shootouts usually favor the attackers, but since the defenders now have a ticket advantage on some maps, which in some maps it makes sense. Not a whole lot, but for some of them it does, like East Woods, the woods to the east of this position. Who would have thought the Eastwoods to the east? And, you know, I say that, but I've been spectating this for a long time, and I didn't realize it till a couple weeks ago when I was doing a Boy Howdy campaign. When I was talking with Deckart from 23rd New York. He was commentating with me. I was like, this compass is east, so that's Eastwoods, and this is the Westwoods. I've always had trouble remembering what is which, but, you know, the compass proves useful every once in a while. So it also proves useful when you're playing a game to point out a cardinal direction to friendlies when you're being shot at or you see something. But nonetheless, so far the shootout slightly favoring the Union side. Again, no surprise there. But the question is going to be, is the pace of the shootout fast enough? Because that's always a question. 45 minutes for a War of Rights match is a long time. You know, not as long as some Hell Let Loose matches, that's for sure. But, I mean, a shootout, if it doesn't get down as far as you'd like, it can't be good. So far it's taken, I mean, what, Union's been shooting it out for about 3 minutes at this point, roughly. We'll just say 3 minutes. But you've knocked them down almost a fourth of a stage, so we'll round to a fourth. I mean, it's going to take you, what, 12 minutes to knock down CSA and Morale stage? So you can get them to engage about the 30-minute mark. 18 minutes to taking losses, and that already there is too far time, because 18 minutes to take in losses, 6 minutes on breaking, and then, you know, you just run out of time at that point. But because, I mean, defenders, and this has really seemed more evident as of the past couple of months compared to when I remember originally watching this game, or really just playing years ago, but it always feels like a lot of the matches end in a final push last stand scenario versus the attackers outright capping the point on breaking. The defenders over time have really done a good job of, you know, making sure they actually fight to the end, which is a good thing for the defending side anyway.
Oh, I have a bourbon air freshener in my truck.
I think Bath and Body does have a bourbon cologne.
Have the Amazon link to that shit?
I do have the bourbon soap from Bath and Body
I know they
Works.
got a bourbon body wash.
Bro, can you send me an Amazon link of that shit?
Oh, just Google Bath and Body Works men's bourbon. It's nice. I got the hand lotion too.
I never would have imagined that would have a soap. Kind of funny. Kind of awesome. Lines are shifting here. Zooming out's the best way to see that. I mean, there's some shenanigans going on to the south side of the map, but both these lines are shifting center. We saw the Westwoods a couple weeks ago, albeit in a different event where there was no steam chat. However, the Union side sat on the edge of the map, and CSA was able to encircle the Union team and shoot into them from multiple angles, and it worked out very well for them. Which, I mean, CSA's almost getting to the point where they could do that. I mean, if Sussy Brigade had pushed up on the right side, pushed further forward, normally you wouldn't advise that because you're sticking yourself out like a sore thumb, and, you know, you don't want to get picked off to feed in detail. Kind of saw the effect of that in the previous round. But again, these woods can kind of, you know, make you a little more hidden than what you normally would be.
59th, countercharge rear, go. Countercharge rear.
Rear? Who's back here? I guess we never saw these guys. 5th VA over here. A little shenanigans. Part of 2 Corps. Uh-oh, Red sees him.
You're in the wrong line.
They got us, they got us, they got us.
Alright, we help you.
Come here, boy.
No, I think I'm alright. I'm gonna keep running.
Come here, Yankee Doodle.
No, I think I'm good.
I'm gonna dangle your dongle, boy.
No, I'm going home.
No, come here. Nope.
No,
Nope.
I don't think so.
Stop. Hey, come here.
No, I'm good.
We're out here now. Nope. You better not.
I don't. Ow, my ass.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Please, no.
Oh, I got him. I got you. We got it.
Oh, fear. Coming out of nowhere. Another, aw. Goes down. So, still a shootout going on the opposite side of the map. So, Union pace seems to be picking up in terms of the shootout. Good on their part. Anyway, CSA not so much. CSA is going to have to keep making adjustments. Because that's the thing. I mean, in a woods, or really just shootout in general, especially, I mean, regardless of where the shootout is, if your side is losing, it's not like CSA's down a lot on tickets, but they're slightly down. Pretty even, although slightly down. But they're losing tickets at too fast of a pace. They need to make micro adjustments, you know. Trying something different, you know, even if you don't know. Because a lot of times in the woods, you know, it can be difficult to just know. Because, I mean, you just can't kind of see. It's hard to see. I mean, you know where the enemy's at, but I mean, you know where they're shooting from generally, but you don't know how wide they are. You don't know how much fire going on. Oh, you probably know that based on how many bullets. But CSA is just going to have to make a bunch of micro movements to adjust to this to try to diminish the amount of ticket loss they're having, because it's too fast right now. Regardless of the position of the shootout, you gotta make those adjustments. Saw it on Hagerstown, I think last weekend. It might have been the weekend before for a Grand Campaign event, but the CSA defenders were losing pretty badly in the shootout. And, you know, you just got to keep making adjustments. And even if you're unsure if the adjustment will help, you know, it's better than doing something that wasn't working. And if that doesn't work, you shift again. It's fairly simple. You innovate. So, CSA line shifting to the right. Sussex Brigade's kind of held down their own on the right side right now. Colquitt's Brigade and the Kentucky Outlaws to the left of them. ABC's moving really close to Sussex.
East side, let them up. Aim low, aim low, aim low. We outnumber them. We outnumber them bigly. Not yet.
Smoke them, boys.
So ABC will back off a mix of 10th US and 5th BA over here. And Red's going to go.
Right up here, online right here, online right here. Go up this flank, hold right here, fire engine, fire engine,
So they're kind of getting around the Union left here. Some of them want to go in, which CSA can't really afford these tickets. We'll get a kill though. So Sussie's really going to push that flank. I mean, they have numbers to carry, but enough Union kind of pick up what's going on and they make a push for it. It could be bad. 51st Alabama now on the left for the Union side. So at least for now, continuing the shootout. I mean, in that match of Westwood, saw the other week where the CSA team kind of surrounded the Union team and shot in. Union side had out, like, the thing is, the more CSA spreads out, Union can try to punch out towards one side. Doesn't necessarily have to, although, you know, it could be a good opportunity to do so. Sussex Brigade falls back for the most part as Union reinforcements. Looks like 30th Ohio went and formed up with 51st Alabama. ABC over here.
Go, back,
They take shots and fall back. With some 23rd New York that's still moving forward there. .3145. Ooh. We're getting leaked information. Eventually they're gonna use Morse code. Get an Enigma machine to send messages to each other in game so they aren't picked up. It's kind of been the crazy thing is all these private events have passwords. They're usually not very complicated passwords, usually 3 to 5 letter words. But as of late, there's been a huge push to not put the password on core sheets because they get leaked and then other people join and it's a mess. It's kind of funny how they've never really had good security on that till now. But anyways, Union charging in.
on their ass.
They're coming for the left. They're coming for the left. Left.
Who's next?
Ow, there's an asshole shot me with buckshot.
Sorry.
Officer.
Sorry.
I will not let you get this flag. Oh shit, I team killed. I'm so sorry. Oh god.
Yeah, son, I got him.
About face.
Counter charge, let's go.
So, zooming out, UCSA side will hold that in the end. It actually looks like CSA now up on tickets with that charge, but, you know, even if it doesn't necessarily favor the Union side, we know the shootout's kind of been in Union's favor, so Union can go back to that, if they so please.
Operation Fuck the Fur. Let's go.
And try to even that back out. But the charges are going to bring everyone down in tickets, obviously. And so, you know, as long as it kind of does that in the end, and Union can find a way to even those tickets back up, because it's not too far of a difference. All things considered, a good charge. So, both sides hit engage around the 30-minute mark. It's about where you want to hit them down if you're trying to keep a consistent pace as the attackers. Hit them to 30, engaged by the 30-minute mark, I should say. Taking losses by 20, breaking by 10. Last stand by 0, although you honestly want to hit the defenders to their final stage before the 0 mark, but it's an easy metric to follow anyways. You know, it's a little easier than saying at the 30-minute mark you need to hit them to engaged. 20-32 at the taking losses, you know, so. The reason why you get like 15 minutes, at least at the beginning, to knock from battle ready to engage and then 10-minute increments after that is just because, you know, it takes a few minutes to move out of spawn, figure out a plan, go from there. It takes a few minutes to get warmed up before the battle really starts. And that's more so true in public matches especially. Just because, unlike events, they don't have coordination in pubs. By that, that's going to be quoted out of context. But, I mean, sometimes, but there's not like a coordination before an event. The events like this, they have an hour-long coordination before the event. Usually it's to pick sides for balancing purposes, pick the maps, etc. Talk about strategy. And so, you know, so a lot of these regimental leaders.
I'm 2 weeks from retirement. I got a telegram from my wife. I'm going to be a father. What else we got?
Riley would never die.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Is she the main character? That's right. Yeah, she's my main character.
Oh. Keep on firing.
What a beautiful telegram. I love it.
What is happening?
It's a good question.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I have like 3 bites of the sub left, and I want to eat it again, and I want to eat it, but I have a job to do.
Deep throated.
Deep throated.
Deep throated.
Yeah, listen,
like
I
walk
get
to a glizzy.
Listen. Yeah. Like
My name Ryder, more like my name Lard. Oh my god.
You know, I thought we were going to escape, since Gamer wasn't here, the Womp and the Glizzy conversations, but alas, it has continued. Someone mentioned it. And a sandwich. Sounds good. I don't know. I have PBJs for lunch every day. It does the job. First beautiful meal of the day, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and some peanuts and Cheerios. Honey nut, to be precise. Very good. By that, I mean it does the job. Shootout's continuing to go. I mean, I guess we'll watch the ticket bar. It's still slightly in CSA's favor. It's quite fascinating too, because you know there's the stuff we hear in VC, and then there's the stuff in text chat, which I usually don't have up. And I mean, you can briefly read that if you care, but beautiful conversations. in the chat. So, I mean, Union's going to have to start making some adjustments now, potentially. I mean, the tickets aren't too far off. Obviously, you want to try to get as big of a ticket lead as you want. Not turn on the what?
Alright, boys, you heard him. Shift fire on the left. Shift fire on the left. Oh, aye, sir. Right side keeps firing ahead. Dead east. Rest of you
Union team really starting to shift to the right side. Union right, CSA left. Which, that probably means they're prepping for a charge. I wonder if Union's not shooting, they're for sure prepping for a charge. Both sides are running around each other's backside right now. In complete chaos in the woods. Did Union win that charge? Wow. Oh, there's still more. CSA punched through.
Behind us, behind us, behind us. Watch out, he's going for the flag. Why'd you kill him? I will avenge you.
Man, the CSA side tonight,
We're good, we're good, we're good.
like, won every single charge that has happened tonight. I never necessarily won on tickets, which again is the only thing that matters in the end, but in regards to an actual charge, I mean, every time it's favored CSA side. Now, obviously, being the defense, your flags, your mobile respawns are going to be in your line compared to the attackers, which Union didn't bring up some of their flags sometimes, but even then, CSA pushed out to try to get Union flags down, which they got one down. Union team pushing back out from their main spawn. Union in taking losses first. CSA close to follow. And again, Union's doing good on time. Are they just going straight forward again? Yep, they are. Oh boy.
I see a rebel flag running for his life. We gotta let that boy go home. Rev unit reforming west. Don't chase, don't chase, don't chase.
Poor communication there.
Hey, counter left, counter left, counter left, swinging left, swinging left, swinging left.
A little, yeah, I mean, clearly the order's not echoed too well enough, although some CSA are overextending this. Although this might be intentional. Union countercharging, what the heck is going on?
Oh, I'm sorry, you just spawned in. That's unfortunate for you.
Are you bad or good?
Alright, so Union wins an initial charge. CSA starting to realize what's going on. Trickle back over here. Again, kind of chaos is just ensuing down here. Both sides. CSA really trickling, and this should help Union.
He's dead.
So Union wins that. That nearly evened out the ticket. CSA down 2 flags there. And, I mean, maybe those Union overextensions there, you know, maybe made the CSA think they had an opportunity to do something. And so, I mean, at least it looks like Sussy charged in there intentionally. Union countercharged and completely won the area. Which, I mean, you've got some CSA holding further back, reforming up. So, kind of miscommunication on both sides. In the end, though, CSA had the worst of it, it looks like. And that really evens out the tickets. That's huge for the Union side because, I mean, the charges up to that point, the two big charges had not favored the Union side. Union was down tickets. And, I mean, if you're almost CSA, you would think they'd want to engage a melee if they're gaining tickets on that. Kind of. That's a weird way to put it. Because if you can win on tickets as a defender doing something, could try it. Just because if you can get enough of a ticket lead, things can go well, but obviously didn't work in all that case. Summer Michigan running in a dangerous place. Yeah. So, looks like CSA, at least their team's forming back up, trying to get around Union right side right now. 7th Michigan in front. Are they? Oh, please tell me they're not charging this. I don't mind a charge as long as they do it with their team because the team charges have been working. They're going into the team, but spread out.
Crazy. My goodness gracious, sir.
Keep this flag here, alright? Fuck you, war criminal. Come here. Fuck you, war criminal. Fuck you, war criminal.
Come here.
So that charge will be held by Union. CSA flags trying to get out. Griefer and Wasty, if I'm even saying that right, trying to get out.
West, southwest, west, southwest.
Union trying to continue to push this here. And it's out of bounds at that snake fence or a little before it. So Union can't overextend too far. CSA breaking though, so if Union capture the point, they win the game. Union should be shifting there, I would think. Although they're kind of frozen right now, getting themselves formed back up. One CSA flag down in the charge. 51st Alabama already on it, moving on the point. Good for them. Although CSA team also realizing pushing on the point. And they're starting to push out onto this right now because, you know, they got to take it. I mean, time is no longer a issue for the attacking side. CSA's got to find a way to win on tickets. They've won through the big team charges, but they got to stick together. And, you know, not go in together or spread out or independently, which is what we've seen in the last two kind of big charges, and that's why Union's been able to catch back up. So they just did a server announcement saying adjusting the balance, so let's just take a brief look at that. Union right now up by 9, which is not enough to really blame in terms of a loss, but it's surprising that they're trying to fix the balance this late into the game. Again, it's about 15 plus is when it's too much, or when you can really start to make an argument that the manpower was a reason for the result. But at least zooming out here, Union side spreading out a lot more than the CSA side right now. Union's trying to form a semicircle, although this side needs to go out a little more if they want to kind of surround, but Union's got a little bit of a crossfire. Again, plenty of time left on the clock, so it's going to come down to tickets. Should favor the attackers, especially at this point. We'll see. 12th VA over here. The server just announced that it fixed itself. It's still 7-man inbound, so it evened out a little more. Can appreciate, though, the admins trying to fix the balance and make sure it's good, to make sure that no complaints regarding the balance can happen. So, CSA main spawns, I mean, they got guys running right, their main spawn's about here. Rain's starting to pour down. They're just spawning in and running to the center of their team. Union really starting to gather up on the CSA left side, which I don't know if they're on point or not. The point boundaries are always a little weird.
I gotta stop scrapping.
Enemies to the southeast south. A little bit from here, actually.
Shoot them in their nutsack.
You're bring 2 generations painted dishonor to your memory. He's dead. Shoot him in the dick.
And right now, Union's up on tickets.
They're shifting left. They're shifting left decoys.
CQB, they're swinging up on our far to the left and west southwest right now. They're trying to get
Seven, I want you to just get in line. Get in line right here. Get in line right here.
Oh my sweet liberty. Oh, they're right in front of us. That's within 20 yards.
Yeah, they're straight front there.
Caps are good, boys.
Here's some shifting right. We're not Southern democracy, baby.
But yeah, I mean, with it being this late in the match and there are not a lot of ticket left, I'm not so sure CSA is going to be able to pull this off. Again, they've had ways to get ticket leads this match, and the past, 10-15 minutes of play has really kind of squandered that lead they had. And since both sides have low tickets at this point, especially with Union getting a significant lead at this point, almost a fourth of a stage, there's just not enough tickets left for the ticket gap to continue to spread too much. If anything, it's going to keep going in Union's favor right now, and it's just going to exacerbate this lead. The best CSA can do is maybe even out tickets at this point, which will not be good enough on this map. I mean, you get 132 seconds as an attacker once you hit final push. If both sides hit that at the same time, which it's not looking like it, I mean, this looks like it's going to be ending kind of what we saw this last map at this rate.
Pull west, pull back west, pull back west.
There's more. Yep, be careful. Yep, pull back in.
Sorry, I just saw an in-game message that won't bring it up though. Because we're focused on the not politics of this world. Of course, this game has nothing to do with politics whatsoever. No controversial issues with it at all.
Shoot at the blue.
Man. What a time to be alive, that's for sure. But CSA's... it's honestly so late into the match. I mean, you can make the micro adjustments of your CSA, but it's just so late. It's still about it's a fourth of a morale stage in Union's favor. I mean, at this point, CSA is just slowly getting shot down to their final stages. And I mean, Union keeps encroaching on their left. So, I mean, this CSA slowly dying right now. I almost wonder if they should just charge. I don't know though. Because I mean, it's a slow death, so you might as well try to change something up. Both sides fairly spread out. With the chaos of just it being the woods, CSA could stop shooting and Union might be like, what are they doing? Or just, they might not even notice, because when Union charged a time or two ago, they all stopped shooting and they just went in, and CSA kept independent firing, which, at least to me, tells that CSA wasn't really expecting it, which, I mean, in the woods, the chaos, when you're hearing gunshots everywhere, it's hard to see where things are coming from. So, it's not too surprising, but... We're now talking about fast food chains at least in the Union chat. Talking about Arby's, Culver's, Waffle House. I've never been to Waffle House, although I've heard good things. Someone's saying Casey's is the best. I've been meaning to get a pizza there from some point, although Little Caesars is a lot cheaper. They're hating on Arby's, which is a shame. Arby's is great. It is expensive. So is Culver's, though. It's, you know, at Arby's we get the half-pound roast beef with crinkle fries. It's a beautiful thing. And it seems like that's a hot take. So, what's also fascinating is you can just look at the lines of the teams here. Right? Union's really heavily concentrated on the CSA left side. You have half the CSA team, or a third, on the CSA right side. And, I mean, they're shooting at not a lot of Union guys, unless... You know, what are these guys shooting at? Okay, they're kind of shooting towards the Union line, but Union's got a... It appears anyways. I guess, let's see. Union left. Where are they shooting at? Now, Union left is more shooting towards this group here. So, you have a lot of Union firepower concentrated on half the CSA team, where CSA is very spread out. Some of them are bothering with a couple of Union guys over here, which is drawing CSA away, and Union just got a gun or a firepower advantage. Ticket gap does appear to be closing a little bit. Union's still slight. Actually, things are even. But this is still very good for the attackers. If tickets are even, as an attacker, you're doing great. That's why the defenders need a third to a half morale stage buffer towards the end of the match. And that's just because the attackers hit final push, right? Once they hit final push, the clock will move down if it's, you know, not past the final push timer mark already.
You can see him?
But they can still keep spawning in. They'll just have limited time. Defenders, once they hit last stand, as we saw last round, they die, they don't come back.
Oh, Jazz, you're so funny.
And so, it's a huge advantage just to keep having infinite spawns versus the defender who can't spawn anyone in.
I like a stinky fupa. What about you?
A what?
I feel like all of our losing their sanity.
Ooh, yeah, it stinks nice and good.
I like to do raspberries on fupas.
I don't even know what word they're saying there.
That smells like goat cheese. Goat cheese and cat piss. My favorite.
Keep shooting, boys.
I keep dying.
Fucking shooting.
Right there, right where?
South. Right there, south. Pull the trigger.
South, okay.
I have not seen
Are they by that tree over there?
Rounds down range, boys. Rounds
By
down
that
range.
tree, near that,
Yeah,
near
is
that,
that
little defilade
which
right there.
tree is it? Can you point out the tree in that general
Oh, they're
direction?
near the tree? Thanks for
This,
that.
boys. Load the rifle, step up, kill us a sesh. Step up and kill us a sesh.
So, Union's just going to shoot the CSA down to the last stand. CSA slowly going to get whittled down. Eventually, Union should hit final push. And that's going to be in the round. There might be a charge here at the end. CSA trying to even out their... The problem is this was kind of noticeable a couple minutes ago. Kind of mentioned why CSA should charge. But CSA has to get a noticeable ticket lead at this point. Any amount is good, even if it's not up to a third to a half morale stage. Any amount's good for CSA. The shootouts, while generally one side it generally favors, the shootouts, unless it's over a very long period of time, aren't really going to separate the two teams too far apart in tickets. One side will slowly start the ticket lead, or it'll be even tickets, but it's not going to separate things hugely. A charge is where things really can happen. Now, sometimes it stays even, sure, but charges can have a lot more sway in the tickets one way or another, and if you're looking for that at the end of the match, while normally it doesn't make sense for CSA to charge, it could maybe make sense. There's a possibility. It's high risk though, right? You lose the charge really badly. You lose a lot of tickets, so it's higher risk, but higher reward. And I mean...
They just keep trickling left.
Boys, when we hit last stand, we will fight valiantly, boys.
I hope so.
JD, break loads on officer.
Must fight hard, and we must fight fast. We must attack with everything we got. Man, I want to watch that movie in Gettysburg again. Can't watch it alone, though. Not that watching Gettysburg alone is bad. It's just watching it with a group that does something. It's a beautiful thing. There's a camaraderie with it. Oh. Even if it's in a Discord call. Oh boy, this is awesome to see. CSA team really spread out. Union punching the sides. Here we go. Union wants to finish this game here and now.
Go charging.
Right.
Both sides hit. Final stage is at the exact same time. Again, a bit of chaos. Kind of hard to pick up what's going on in the woods. Union win on the Union left. CSA right. CSA win on the opposite side. CSA died. They don't come back. You saw the black timer drop. Union still has infinite spawns, though. Fairly surprising both sides hit it at the same time.
Stay alive, stay alive. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Stay alive, stay alive.
Union flags need to stay up. CSA priority needs to have more bodies on point when the clock hits 0. Knock Union flags. Zooming out here briefly. Union main wave pushing out. Oh, CSA does not have a lot left. You know, it kind of felt like they had more a moment ago, but alas, that's not the case.
I'm sorry, Jam. I'm so sorry.
North.
Can see him.
Don't let him charge his phone.
That's a lot of guys. Go, go, go.
It is. They need to hold for 45 seconds.
Go northwest, northwest.
Union's just running towards the point.
He got no one.
And it looks like Union's side is going to take it. So Union's going to get a huge 2-0 today. And it looks like, based on all that, 10th US is going to get a win. 7th Michigan gets defeated on this map. So congrats to the 12th Virginia and the 10th United States today for getting their wins. I mean, the shootout, I don't really remember at the beginning, but the ticket gap between the teams wasn't that big. If I didn't really remember, it wasn't anything significant. The charges favored CSA side, but CSA started having some not full team charges, some miscommunication mistakes there, let Union catch back up, and then the shoot down to the final stage, ticket stayed fairly even. Union had a little lead going into that, but in the end, the defenders got to get a buffer there. So those midway charges through the round screwed CSA up. CSA could have won this, but oh well, 'tis it. 'Tis what it is. It is what it is. We love that quote. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads, advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos, and get early access to all the condensed broadcasts that we post. If you're playing in this match, send me a link to your POV. We'll put it in the pinned comment of the video. Besides all that, thank you all for watching. God bless. We'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your night.